In the problem that we have here, it says that we are going to write an equation to determine the selling price of an item that is originally priced S dollars after a 25% markup. So what we have here is that we're actually going to go back to proportional relationships, where we found our constant of proportionality, where we found an equation using our constant proportionality to hopefully help us graph in this situation here. So they don't give us a specific selling price, and they don't give us a specific original price. So what they want us to be able to do is that for any particular situation, they want an equation that you can use that will help you with any situation, with any original price, with any selling price. So what we have here is that they want our selling price to be the variable of P. They want the original priced product to be priced as S. So we're using the variable S there. And what we are given is that we have a 25% markup. So we need to make sure that we use our equation of selling price equals to the percent plus whatever the markup rate is going to be, and we're going to multiply that by our original price. So this in itself already is kind of an equation, but they want us to use the specific letters that we're given here. So selling price is now going to be just P. Our original price is going to be S. The only thing that we need to change is that we need to change the 25% to be put into our markup. So I'm going to change things up a little bit, where if I know it's 100% plus whatever markup it is, which is 25%, that's going to equal to 125%, which then changes into 1.25 as a decimal. So our equation in this situation is that if I want to find the selling price, all I need to do is to multiply 1.25 by the cost of whatever the original priced item is. So when we are looking at our table here, they give us 5 different prices of an item that's before a markup, which we are going to call S. And then what we need to do is that we need to find the price of the item after that markup, which is going to be P. So using our equation of P equals to 1.25 times S, we replace the information that we know. In this very first one here, we know that S is going to be equal to 10. So that means I need to do 1.25 times 10, and 1.25 times 10 should be equal to $12.50. So what this means in the context of the situation is that if you have an item that was originally $10, if you apply a 25% markup, the new price of that item will now be $12.50. Let's continue on. I have 1.25 times 20. That is going to equal to $25. With 30, I have 1.25 times 30 here, and then that will become $37.50. For $40, I will have 1.25 times 40, which equals to $50. And then if I have 1.25 times 50, that's going to be equal to $62.50. What we want to do is that using our equation, we also want to create a graph down here. All of these right here can help us create an ordered pair. That is directions of what we need to do when we graph. So 10 and 1250 is going to be 10, comma, 1250. If I have 20, it is going to be 20 and 25. If I have 30, then 37. 50. If I have 40, that is going to be 50, and then 50 will be 62.50. Those will be all of our coordinates that we will be graphing here. Looking at our graph, all our numbers are already written down for us, so the only thing that we need to do is that we need to label what our graph is going to be. So down here, which is our X, it is the price of item before markup. And then over here is going to be our Y, which is the price of item after markup. All right, so flipping it around, let's start plotting some of our points. Starting at 0, I need to go 10 over and then 12.50 up. So that is approximately right here. My next one will be 20 and then 25, which is right here. I will then have 30 and 37.50, 40 to 50 right here, and then 50 to 60 to 50 here. Using a ruler to make sure that you guys have a straight line, we are going to connect all of our points together. All right, notice that our graph, that when we drew our line to connect all of our points together, a couple things you should notice is that number 1, it goes to the origin. And that number 2, this is a straight line. And because those are both the characteristics of a proportional graph and a proportional relationship, this is considered a proportional relationship. So our last part is that it says interpret the point 0, 0. So what does the point 0, 0 mean in the context of this situation? So it means if the price, if the original price is $0, the cost after markup will be $0. So if you did not have a price of an item initially, even if you mark it up, nothing's going to really happen to it.